we were hoping just to reduce emissions significantly, and I think we've achieved that. Between 2013 and 2015, which is the latest data that I have, we went from 42% of the sites that we inspected had at least one leak to 9% had at least one leak. So that's a significant decrease. Now, it doesn't quantify the leaks in the sense of how big is the leak, but it quantifies the number of leaks. So we're feeling like getting the word out, getting operators to actually look at their emissions, what the leaks are, what's happening, fixing them, either on site immediately, which we're told a lot of them, you just take a wrench out there and crank it down and you're fine. I think it's working. I think it's working. We're very pleased with the results. So I think having the operators in EDF and whoever else might have been in the room talking about it was very helpful. It really works best if you can really bring people to the table that are truly interested in how can we make this work. I think the fact that the governor really wanted this to happen certainly helped bring parties to the table to try to work this out. But I also think there just was an understanding that we're going to do this, and we want to do it right, and we want to do it so that it has meaningful emission reductions, but in a way that really works for the industry. So far, we've not really heard any major complaint, any significant complaint. We've not heard anything about how this is really costing us too much money and it's really not achieving any significant goal. Why are we continuing to do this? We're not hearing those things. And frankly, we're hearing from companies who talk about how Colorado has a great regulatory program. It's working very well. We see ads on TV from the oil and gas companies that say that.
Continuing to work together for the energy we need, the economy we want, and the environment we value.
So I'm thinking it's probably working pretty well for them too. We want regulations to be reasonable. We appreciate the oil and gas industry here. It is a vital part of our economy. Hopefully it'll be a vital part of our economy for some time. But I think everybody understands it has to be done safely and it has to be done in a manner that protects public health and the environment. And those are all issues that are going to be ongoing for some time. So the more that we can really work on those issues and try to make it as safe and as healthy an industry as possible, I think it benefits all of us. I think one of the things that industry is also telling us is they like to know what they're supposed to do. They may not like having 20 things to do as opposed to 5, but if you tell them, here are all the things you have to do, it's going to stay this way for a while, this is it, and they have the list and they know it's consistent and then they'll figure out how to make it happen, and it'll work for them. So I think that's what we've tried to do here, is establish regulations that are meaningful for public health and the environment, but that are also not particularly difficult for industry to implement and are not particularly costly for industry to implement. So I think you look at all those things, and if you can achieve that, then you've got I think a winning combination that will work for everyone.